Welcome to Be Mindful channel. Dear listeners, struggling with lust? Here's a healthier way to handle it. And see how you can transform lust into strength without self-hate. Here are things you need to know and do in order to keep yourself balanced between the do and do not of moral obligations. Now, lust. It's one of those words that instantly triggers shame, secrecy, or denial. But what if we've been approaching it all wrong? What if lust isn't a curse to suppress, but a form of energy to understand and transform? If you've been struggling with lust, this message is for you. And the first thing you need to hear is this: grace, not guilt, is where healing begins. 1. Lust is not evil. It's energy. In esoteric and spiritual teachings, energy takes many forms: creation, desire, ambition, love. Lust is simply creative energy misplaced or misunderstood. In Sanskrit, it's called karma, one of the 4 aims of human life, not as sin, but as passion that needs direction. When this energy is guided by wisdom, it fuels art, innovation, and love. When it's clouded by ignorance, it becomes obsession. 2. Guilt amplifies what you resist. Psychology and ancient wisdom agree on this point. What you fight internally grows stronger. Jesus said, "The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Buddha taught that desire is the root of suffering, not because desire is bad, but because we cling to it blindly. The first step, therefore, isn't condemnation. It's awareness. Observe the feeling. Breathe through it and see it for what it is: energy asking to be refined. 3. Know thyself, the oldest commandment. In the temple of Delphi in ancient Greece, an inscription read, "Know thyself." Self-knowledge is a light that dissolves the fog of temptation. When you know your patterns, your triggers, your moods, lust loses its power to sneak up on you. It's not about denying your humanity, but understanding your humanity deeply. 4. The body is not your enemy. Religions and philosophies often warn about the dangers of the flesh. But the mystics, from Rumi to St. Francis, saw the body as a sacred vessel. It's not lust that corrupts the body, it's a lack of reverence for it. Learn to honor your body as an instrument of life, not a battlefield of shame. 5. Redirect, don't repress. Every great spiritual tradition teaches transformation, not repression. The Taoists speak of sexual alchemy, the art of turning raw desire into spiritual power. Even modern neuroscience tells us the brain's reward systems can be rewired. Channel that energy into creativity, service, or self-discipline, and what once enslaved you begins to empower you. 6. Cultivate purity of intention, not perfection of behavior. Purity isn't about never falling. It's about always returning to truth. Perfectionism is just ego in disguise. But purity of intention, a sincere desire to grow, to love, to be authentic, that's where transformation happens. The Bhagavad Gita says, even a little of this practice will save you from great fear. 7. Be patient with your evolution. You are a soul learning how to master human experience. Every setback, every moment of struggle is part of your refinement. Forgive yourself as many times as it takes. The alchemist knows gold is not found, it is forged. 8. Surround yourself with higher frequencies. Your environment shapes your energy. The media you consume, the people you follow, the thoughts you entertain, they all feed your soul or drain it. Fill your space with music, words, and silence that elevate your vibration. As the Buddha said, whatever a man frequently thinks and ponders upon, that will become the inclination of his mind. 9. Practice presence, the antidote to compulsion. Lust thrives in unconsciousness, in fantasy, not in reality. when you become deeply present, observing your breath, your body, your thoughts. The spell breaks. Eckhart Tolle calls this the power of now. Presence disarms temptation because it brings you back to truth, the moment where you have choice. 10. Grace is the way back home. No matter how far you've gone, you can start again. God, the universe, or whatever name you give to the source, doesn't keep score. It responds to sincerity. So today, release the shame and take the next right step with grace. Because grace is not the reward for perfection. It's a medicine for imperfection. Conclusion, call to action. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to breathe and remember, you are not broken. You are becoming. If you found value in this reflection, like this video, subscribe for more insights, and share it with someone who might need a little grace today. Because the world doesn't need more guilt. It needs more light, and that light begins with you.